The only organisation that I know who works differently with people were Oasis. So it's not an indulgence, it's an absolute essential component of my organisation. It's been a phenomenal investment.
The world has changed, and the world has changed so radically that people are feeling, I think, very unsettled and unsure about the way that they run their organisations. And I think in that environment, Oasis and what we offer becomes much more pertinent to them.
It's funny how Oasis, they do seem to predict the way things are going, like a lot of the stuff we've done with them years ago. Now, everyone's starting to, say the same thing, and we're like, oh, that's interesting, because we were maybe doing that, we were slightly ahead of the curve, thanks to them, it wasn't anything we'd done.
We help people get a really good sense of where are we really? Where have we come from? What do we understand, if anything, about the future that's coming towards us? How do we make sense of that?
If you're going to engage in the world in a different kind of way, if you're going to be robust enough and resilient enough to be able to face the turbulence, that what you need to bring is more of your whole self.
Unlike many organisations, we started with the individual and then learned how to incorporate teams, organisations, the world. Right the way through our life, our thing has been working with the person, making sense. How does the person make sense? And how do they become more active agents of change?
Where most organisations come a cropper is around the people dynamics in what they're setting out to achieve. So they're able to get on and do what they want to do and achieve their goals when they put people into the picture.
The relational part of this isn't about being nice to people, and I think that's what people come in thinking, oh, it's going to be touchy-feely, and it isn't. It's difficult because relationships can be tricky.
They don't just stand and preach how to be in a good relationship and how to have a difficult conversation. They actually totally embody it, which can be uncomfortable at times.
I think it's made me a much more rounded leader. People like me think in straight lines and they problem solve and get stuff done. And what it's done for me is given me a much better understanding about how people work and really an understanding that all people are different. If you can't work with people, then you'll never get anything done, particularly in a business like this, which is very much a people business.
I think what Oasis did for me was it really made me think much more about the people that I worked with in work scenarios, and how I needed to understand and appreciate and value them to get anything done.
We don't want to get stuck in a set of approaches or tactics or models and frameworks that we just, trot out and think we know it all and have learnt everything. And that's the lovely thing about human relations work, is that it's always changing, evolving, and we're always learning from that.
I want to be part of something that acknowledges that people are human and need care and love, not just a kind of manipulation so that they're more effective. If people don't want that and don't see it, I wouldn't want to spend my time with them. There's plenty of people that do. So the organisations that we work with, often they've got to the end of the kind of more traditional approaches, and they need something that's more wholehearted.